The population of Hispanic Texans is growing 9 times faster than the population of White Texans.
That is just the latest data figure from a census update that was put out today. And KXAN political reporter Phil Prazan here with more information about the continuing diversity here in Texas.
Well, Robert and Sydney, the U.S. Census and the state demographer predict that Hispanics will be the largest group surpassing White Texans in less than 3 years, sometime between 2021 and 2022. So where are new people coming from? Take a look at this. From last year to this year, the Texas population grew by nearly 400,000 people. About half of that is natural growth. That means more people are being born than are dying. Then the other half is immigration. A quarter of the total growth comes from outside the United States. Another quarter comes from other states outside of Texas. Now, when you break it down by race, you find some interesting details, like the Asian population grew by nearly 50% since 2010. A lot of Asians are going to Williamson and Hayes counties, who saw their Asian populations double since 2010. Then, of course, is the continued growth of Hispanics, both by immigration and by a faster birth rate. White people, they grew less than 5% since 2010. There are only 25,000 more white people in the state this year than last year, Sydney.
And just a lot of numbers that we went through, but break it down. What does this mean for people?
So all of this has political consequences. The official census count will begin after the 2020 elections. Right now, this country is debating on whether to add a citizenship question and arguing over those intended or unintended consequences. Now then, after that, in 2021, your state lawmakers will take that information and do the controversial, complicated task of redrawing the legislative lines, which will determine who represents who where.
All right, we'll have to see how it plays out. Phil, thank you so much. The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to make a ruling on whether the Trump administration can add that citizenship question that Phil just mentioned to the 2020 census form. So back in April, judges heard arguments for and against that change. People against it say that it would lead to more households with non-citizens not responding to the census at all. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross says that he added the question after a request from the Justice Department to enforce part of the Voting Rights Act. A recent poll by Texas voters by our partners at the Texas Tribune and the University of Texas shows that the two biggest problems that facing the state are immigration and border security. When it comes to nationwide problems, immigration still took the top spot, but political corruption was close behind.
And the Census Bureau is already calling for workers to get ready for the 2020 census. Census officials say they're planning to add 26 regional offices in Texas, including one in Austin that could open as early as next month. They're already hiring for what will eventually be about 50,000 jobs in Texas alone. They're looking for people who will help connect with some of the harder to count communities.